Rated M for mature.
Welcome to this week's episode of Elite Clips, the show where we feature the best of the best Sniper Elite Resistance gameplay from across the SE community. From invasion veterans dispatching co-op players, to pro players dancing around noobs and dunking on them, and a ton more. But today, we're featuring 3 more content creators you may know. Tomographic, Operator Drewski, and FrankieonPC. If you would like to be featured in this series, use the link below to submit your clips. Elite Clips starts now. Mind games. Operator Drewski is kicking us off with an invasion clip that he took while invading Tomographic's campaign in Sniper Elite Resistance. And there's an added psychological factor. They're both on voice comms together. The clip starts with Drew crouched behind a wall, seeing blood and bullets fly in the distance, which leads to Drew playing mind games with Tomo. Let's take a listen.
And you won't definitely be here.
No.
You're definitely not waiting for me.
No, I'm not waiting. Not at all.
Drew's trying to play it cool, but Tomo knows something might be up. And that's when Drew sees a shadow flash in the distance. So he cranks up the mind games.
My knee really hard on my table. I'm currently handicapped. Woe is me.
Oh, the classic, I'm so distracted and hurt so I'm not paying attention to the game ploy, huh? Well, it works, and Drew baits Tomo into the open and pops off a super quick shot, securing the dub. Now, did he really hit his knee on the table, or was it all just a trick? I guess we will never know. Let's see how Tomographic does when there's not mind games being played on him. Who fired first? It's Sniper Elite 5, and Tom is hunting another player on invasion mode. When BAM! A mine pops off, forcing Tom to bandage up and collect himself. It seems the other player has been harassing Tom with mines everywhere, but this is where things take a turn. As Tom collects himself, he hears footsteps and aims at the corner of a bush, when the other player pops around the corner and fires off a Panzerfaust, but Tom simultaneously squeezes the trigger.
Yes! Wait, we traded! Holy shit! I went flying!
It activates a kill cam that shows the bullet punching through Carl's neck and then shows Tom being blasted by a detonation impact, ragdolling his body into the field. It is a draw for them, but a win for us, cause that's a hell of a kill cam. Maybe Tomographic will redeem themselves later in this episode. Frozen in fear. Let's turn to our next featured creator, FrankieonPC, in an invasion mode clip from Sniper Elite Resistance. Frankie's a real killer with some style. Just take a look on how he handles this poor, outclassed opponent. It starts with Frankie stealthily sneaking up on Harry Hawker, who is completing campaign objectives on Mission 2. He stashes himself in a corner and quietly watches the enemy player unlock a safe. You can sense the fear in the player as he quietly shuffles to the balcony to scout the map with his binos, with no idea the killer is right next to him. So Frankie decides to have some fun and places a teller mine right behind the clueless Hawker. Oh, it's rough to watch. And since the player's using his binos, he is not aware just how close to death he is. Boom! The mine goes off and the player, now stunned and confused, whips out his SMG knowing danger must be close. But Frankie plays it cool. So cool that instead of going for the kill, he continues to play with his food and just casually trails the player less than 2 feet behind him. How does this guy not see Frankie? I mean, this is not a first-person game. The player has to see Frankie on his screen. Oh, he turns! And Frankie pulls the trigger point blank and completes this torture session.
Sure. Oh my god, no! Oh, I panicked.
Shot in the dark. This time, it's back to Operator Drewski to see him flex on Tomographic with one hell of a shot. Drew is once again hunting Tom on Mission 3 and is sprinting toward the gunshots he hears in the distance. And he has some excellent hearing because he pops out into the open and immediately starts dialing in a scope for a shot down the street. You know what? Time to test your spotting skills. I bet you don't even see the target before Drew pulls the trigger. Look closely. See anything? Yeah, me neither. But then bam, the kill cam activates and shows the bullet miraculously finding Tom's ribs. Wow, let's see that again. Well, yeah, now I see him, but there's no way I would have made that spot. Let us know down in the comments if you spotted Tom on the first go-around. And before we show you more clips, we want to thank you and this community for all the support you've shown this channel. And if you haven't yet, please consider supporting this channel by hitting the subscribe button, smashing that like button, and sniping that notification icon. We have a ton of guides, tips, tricks, and insane gameplay from Sniper Elite Resistance that you don't want to miss. You can also support the creators we're highlighting today by using the links in the description below, so it's easy for you to go and check out their channels. Thanks for your support. Now, back to Elite Clips. Redemption. Okay, it's time to see if Tomographic can redeem himself after the last clip of him pulling a draw in invasion mode. And I think we have the perfect clip. Tom's once again in Sniper Elite 5, hunting another Carl Fairburn. He's pinned behind some cover, waiting for his target to pop out, and he gets a grenade flying right over him. Whew, close call. Oh, and the target's on the move, and what's that? He has another Panzerfaust? Oh no. He pops around the corner and bam! Oh no, the rocket has launched. No! It's the same thing happening again! The bullet pierces through Carl, and as the kill cam ends, the rocket goes zipping right over Tom's head, just barely missing him.
I did it again. Is this gonna be a trade? Where the hell is that going?
It's going right into the victory screen. Well done, Tomographic. Consider yourself redeemed. The Shrubbery Stalker. Well, we've learned that FrankieonPC really enjoys playing mind games on his opponents in invasion mode. In this clip, Frankie stalks up on an incapacitated enemy player, and instead of finishing the job, Frankie wants to deliver some content. And so, he decides it's time for psychological warfare. He goes prone in tall grass and cozies up right next to his target. Don't even ask me how the other player doesn't realize it. But sure enough, the other player bandages himself up and then steps right on Frankie without even realizing it. He's just standing on him completely clueless. Wait, hold on. The player starts popping off shots in random directions, and Frankie bolts out of the grass to reposition. And somehow, the other player doesn't notice? Oh, jeez, this is embarrassing. Yep, the other player is just feeling around in the bushes and out of frustration explodes a red barrel nearby. I mean, he could just use his focus ability to immediately locate Frankie, but at this point, who knows what's going on. The enemy player decides to leave it all behind him and just make his way to the invasion phone to report a shrubbery stalker to the authorities. And then Frankie springs into action.
No, you can't do that.
Yeah, that wasn't gonna end any other way. I almost feel bad for this other guy. Almost. Expert Hunter. Operator Drewski is now invading Tomographic on Mission 3 in Sniper Elite Resistance. Drew is posted up in a balcony scouting the area, and yep, right there. Tom's on the run into the guard tower, and Drew pops off a shot to incapacitate him. Damn, good shot. Knowing Tom's bandaging himself up, he just starts erratically popping shots at the tower, but no luck. Now, Tom knows where Drew is positioned, so Drew has to get creative and finds a fellow German soldier to use as a meat shield. Peeking out the window behind his newfound meat shield, Drew sees shots hit his new friend, and Tom seems to know what's up.
Interesting game you're playing there, mister.
Did you see how I was playing that?
Uh-huh.
And now the hunt is on. Drew disengages, leaves the hotel, and repositions, and then uses his fellow German soldiers to help locate the elusive Tom. And after a bit of hunting, Drew spots Tom, but keeps his cards close to his chest and starts playing mind games again.
Man, that's actually, that's really interesting how we just both played that. I see exactly what you did, and we walked past each other at one point. There's no other way. We must have gotten really close.
Well, because
what, Tom? Who's playing who? The mood is tense, and that's when Drew strikes.
you hear this, right?
Yeah.
Oh, well done, Drew. We hope to see more matches between you and Tomographic. lightning reflexes. Are you ready for a clip from FrankieonPC that demonstrates his insane invasion mode abilities? Yeah, let's do it. Frankie's hunting not one, but two co-op players who have prepared an ambush for him. As he carefully climbs the stairs, he finds a mine waiting for him, so he defuses it and moves forward to defuse another when, whoa! Frankie reflexively pulls the trigger to put down a player prone in the corner who had their SMG out and aimed right at him. Insane speed by Frankie. But the hunt isn't over. One more player still lurks nearby, and Frankie eyes a shadow behind the door.
Is that his teammate right there?
Sure is. He tosses a sticker grenade in and finishes the job, blasting the second player straight into the defeat screen. Now those are some reflexes. A sniper's symphony. And to close out this special episode, Tomographic is going to perform a montage of classical music coupled with some terrific kill shots. Take it away, Tom.
This guy's gonna die, dun 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 dun. He's got no awareness, dun 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 dun. This guy's gonna die, gonna die. Yes, I'm pretty sure he's dead. He's dead. Not bad.
Bravo, bravo. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It's the best way to keep up with all things Sniper Elite. Remember, send us your Resistance gameplay clips using the link below, and we'll see you sharpshooters in the next one.